Hrothgar, you notice, who is the son of Healfdene, creates this mead hall. It's during a period of peace in the Danish history, which is very rare. Most of the time, the people of that territory were fighting constantly with each other. There were always these civil wars going on and internecine fighting all the time. And there's a brief period here where there is no serious warfare, where Hrothgar decides that he's going to build a mead hall, a large hall for feasting and joy and revelry. And he builds this hall that's towering up to the sky, beautiful and gilded and shines like the sun. And it's a monument that's going to outlast him, something that he wants future generations to remember him by. And consequently, it's something which he pours his whole life into. And that generosity of spirit, that generosity of money to build something that would benefit his people, a place for their own happiness, a place where they can make merry together, that generosity shows him to be a good king. He builds the hall, and of course it's quite the success, and people come from miles around to enjoy the companionship of one another. And that hall is in all respects like an image of the world. The ancient Norse saw the world as an island in the midst of water, and there was a dome of the sky overhead that the sun traversed over. And down from the island of the earth, there was the roots of the earth that stretched into this giant tree they called Yggdrasil. And Yggdrasil had different worlds within it. And therefore, this world of light and joy and life is mirrored in that world of life and joy and light in the mead hall of Heorot. Heorot is itself like a small image of that joyful world in which we live. But into that mead hall comes this terrible creature. As it says, this child, this descendant of Cain, this troll, he is the Grendel, which is a name that means the grinder, one who grinds up lives. And out of jealousy, he comes to attack the mead hall. See, Grendel is a creature who despises life and despises joy and despises happiness. And out of envy, he seeks to end that joy and end the lives of those men. And so he comes and he attacks the mead hall, and he devours the guests that are sleeping there, thinking that they are protected. And he continues to attack for several years, until finally people are afraid to come to the mead hall, and they start leaving and fleeing from Heorot. And so Heorot becomes not a place of joy, but a place of terror and sorrow and awfulness. It's much like in our world today, which could be a beautiful place. Sometimes there are people that create evil, create strife, create violence, and they cause the world, which otherwise is beautiful, to become like a living hell. And Hrothgar begins to despair, because he doesn't know how to stop this. And in the midst of that despair and that sorrow, where everybody's leaving him, we need somebody to step in, to come in and destroy this Grendel, somebody of courage and merit to destroy that creature, because no one else seems able to do so. That takes us into the second section.